day 173 of 365. And so a friend of mine, grandfather, passed away, 90 years old. Should have been gone 5 years ago. I say that, but but God, right? So I'm a really firm believer that, and it is really from experience. I'm a very firm believer that people don't die just by accident. People don't go just by accident. Somebody is making that happen, commanding that time. And I know, look, not everybody who follows me or listens to me believes or is a believer, and that's okay. I'm okay with that. That's between you and your God, and between me and mine. But I have had this experience before where people should have died. Like everything pointed to, you shouldn't make it. But something intervened. Yeah, the doctors probably helped, but there was some divine intervention in that. But my real question is, and it always has been, why? I know, it's the most famous question of all. Why? Who did that person, my friend's grandfather, who was he supposed to touch? That's my question. Because I'm a firm believer that he was supposed to die. Everything pointed to him that he should have died. He had aortic aneurysm in a duck blind in the middle of a pond. So he had to get out of the duck blind, onto a boat, onto the shore, in not like on 123 Main Street. You're out in the boonies, right? In an ambulance to the hospital to have a surgery to stop the internal bleeding so that you don't die. And he made it and survived, and then was baptized because he said that he had seen both heaven and hell and that it changed his life. But he encountered somebody. He affected somebody else's life because he survived. And that's my question. I want to know why and who. Who did he touch? Was it a caregiver? Was it as part of his family? Was it outside of his family? Was it a brief encounter? Was it a conversation? Did he just touch somebody? Did he meet somebody and shake their hand and change their life? Man, that is the burning question for me. Because he's not the only one. I've had a number of acquaintances, friends of friends, that have had similar experiences. Another friend of mine's father was in the hospital, and his both of his sons were doctors. One was a dentist, one was a doctor. And he kept telling his sons, I got things I got to do. And they kept telling him, you're not leaving the hospital except through Mulherns, which is our local funeral home. And he's like, I got things I got to do. And miraculous, 3 days later, he's being discharged from the hospital. The doctor said, I can't explain it. And he got in his car and he lived another 5 or 6 years and was driving his own truck, just doing his thing. And he had to see somebody too. He encountered somebody. He touched somebody or a conversation with somebody to change their life. That's my fantasy. I'm just hooked on that. I want to know why. I want to know who. Who was the person that he had to touch? I know. It is while I'm sad for my friend because she lost her grandfather, and I get that. But she was so fortunate to have them around for so long. I mean, she had all four of her grandparents alive, and she's in her 40s. It's not, she's like not a spring chicken. She's in her 40s, and she's had all of her grandparents. A huge blessing. But I want to know who that man was saved. Why he was saved? Because who he touched, who he put his hand on, who he shook hands with, who he gave a testimony to. There was a reason why. And that's why I want to know what was the why. Tell me the why. Man, I hope you had a fantastic day today. And I had an okay day today, but listen, these are the nuggets that you got to hold on to. The beauty of life. So I hope Merry Christmas. I don't want to forget that. Merry Christmas. And I think I've finally caught up now. I'm back on the swing of things. Merry Christmas. I hope tomorrow brings you much blessings and joy. And I will see everybody again tomorrow. Bye-bye.